Morning! Let's get it, boys! We're back on the storm stuff over here.
Might as well put the grill in here, Cam, and it's just dead on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead there, Tommy, Todd.
We're back on the storm stuff, baby! Look at here. Alright. There's a house right there. Right there. I mean, you may kind of can see it on the GoPro. Trandy always says, man, I can't see. When you say things are right there, I can't see it. I think Trandy needs glasses. But anyhow, the GoPro is not meant to see things way off. It's meant to see things right here. So I know what he's screaming about. But alright, so I'm in Emmett's backyard here. And I got a tree right there about a foot from me. Tree right there about a foot from me. The ground's wet. There's a storm shelter right here. As soon as I get by this tree where I can swing, you'll see the storm shelter come in. Lord have mercy, it's tight right here. So I got a tree on the other side of that storm shelter. I've already cut the log off of it with a chainsaw. I'm gonna get it out. There's a log. I'm gonna get it. But oh, Emmett, when the tornado came over, the swimming pool over there, it actually sucked the liner loose in the swimming pool. It's got to drain his pool and put a new liner in that thing, man. It jacked it up. So now I'm gonna try to get this stupid oak right here out without tearing up the daggum storm cellar. Alright, logic, people, logic. Why would you put a storm shelter in the middle of the woods? I know you're trying to conceal it and everything. Of course, Emmett didn't put this here. Let me just say that right off. The previous homeowners put this thing here. But why on God's green earth would you put a storm shelter? Because there's a door right there. There's a tree laying right there. If you were in it and the tree fell on it, you ain't getting out of it, man. I mean, put it out there. Don't put a storm shelter in the middle of a bunch of woods. That's not very smart, man. Not very smart. Trandy also says, he texted me the other day, he said, man, he said, you're a magician on that motor. I said, really? He said, yeah. He said, you're a magician. Well, see, that stuff like there feeds my ego, man. You know, it makes my, just kind of feeds my ego. But it ain't, I mean, it's just from years and years and years of running is all it amounts to. All right, I got that tree whipped now. At the top out of it. I hope y'all ain't getting tired of my storm stuff. It is a lot different, you know, than what I normally do day to day. So this will be storm probably part 10, because I cut a bunch down with a chainsaw a while ago, and me and Derek worked them trees down. So that ought to be some really good footage on that. I had Danny filming for me. I got Danny and Lanny both on film a while ago, so that ought to be pretty funny. I mess around with them some. I see, snatch that pine up out of the ground, baby. Like pulling teeth. Teeth. There we go. Let's see. This ain't gonna work. I like to. So I got the door right there on the storm shelter. The name of the game on this right here, on doing this kind of stuff like this, is don't tear up anything any worse than it already is torn up. If you do that, you've done good. You know, I have people on my chainsaw videos said, oh, that 726 would cut that tree down. It would. It cut that tree down. But see, here's the thing. You see things in these videos, a lot of times you don't see the whole, you don't see all of it, and you don't really know what I'm dealing with and all that. All right, here's the thing. All right, so like that saw video, I was dealing with two power lines. There was a house right behind the 726 was jammed right up against that house. I mean, within a few feet of touching that house. Then I had a building, a storage building that I was working with too. And when you watch the video, watch it, and you'll see that the wind is blowing about 25 miles an hour. Well, you are correct. That 726 would have cut that tree. It would. But what would have happened if something would have happened? Say a line busted on that 726, or something happened with Derek. He hit the wrong pedal, or something like that, or anything. Say it just anything. Just think of Murphy's Law rules in logging. And what's that say? Anything that can will happen. So, alright, say that would have happened. That tree comes back, goes through the house, through the storage building, tears both the power lines down, whatever. You see where I'm going with this. You go from hero to zero that quick. When you can hinge that tree, it takes a little bit more time. You know, I'm having to cut it, manual labor, and I was dealing with barbed wire in the daggone tree too. I was having to cut it up, you know, waist high also, or well, better than waist, chest high is when I was having to bore that thing at. But you see what I'm saying? If you got an opportunity, don't try to be a hero in certain situations, because say that thing went through those people's house over there. Oh my gosh, can you imagine a nightmare that would be for me and, you know, TDK Logging and the people that lived in the house and all that. Yeah, 726 could cut it, but man, I have had everything you could possibly think of happen in the woods happen. So rather than just doing something stupid and, you know, I'll cut that tree down with the 726, I did it the best way that I knew how to do, the mostest, safest way to do it. That way, if something happened with the 726, say it did bust a hose, it would just go dead. The tree would still stand there, and then I'd go hop on my loader and shove the tree over on my loader, you know. So, that's why I did what I did. But, just like, this is like doing surgery or something right here, man, this kind of stuff. But, the Alan with Rotobeck and the people with Rotobeck should be very, very happy with what I do and what I show of their products and what their products are capable of doing out in the wild. I can make their stuff do moves that strippers can't even do when you're giving them $100 bills. And I don't know what a stripper will do if you give them a $100 bill, because I've never been inside a strip club. And some of y'all probably think, yeah, you're lying, kind of top 3, you done been in a strip club. No, I hadn't, but I can only imagine what a stripper would do if you gave her If you gave me a $100 bill, I'm gonna tell you, I would twerk for you till you just couldn't stand to see me twerk no more, by gosh. So I can only imagine what a stripper could do. Somebody who's really in the groove doing it, you know, and all that stuff, you know. So anyhow, but I like showing off Rotobeck's products, and I don't know if they've sold any more products because of it, but I can guarantee you one freaking thing: I have generated some interest in Rotobeck's products, especially their grapple saw. Hope y'all were watching that, how I snaked that pine out from around there and bringing it around this storm cellar right now, getting it on out over here. Yes sir, yes sir. We're gonna finish this job up today, one way or a freaking another. So I'll be back. Video's 9 minutes long. That's probably enough of my rambling for this. Whoa, one tree's holding on good. Enough of my rambling on. I'll cut this one. Now this is an asking for a tree right here. Little bitty tree. See that? Well, you have to watch them, man. They'll get your bar and chain in a New York freaking second, man. you have to just kind of be really, really easy with them. But oh, and another thing too, Rotobag, I don't get anything from. I do get. I like Alan. Me and Alan and I talk. I don't know, often, not like every day or anything like that. But I enjoy his conversation and stuff like that. He's a cool guy. He's a good representative for Rotobag. Just put it that way. And I'm gonna meet Alan coming up at the Mid-South Logging Expo at the end of August, right outside of Starkville, Mississippi. All the companies will be there running equipment and stuff like that. Alan's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there doing a bunch of filming. I'll try to get some of y'all, if you want to be on film with me, come up, see me, say hey, and I'll get you real quick on film with me. Y'all be good. I'll be back in a minute. I'm not going nowhere.